Good morning. I am Preeti Thakkar from LP Savani Vidya Bhavan, Standard 6th, going to teach you essays with the second chapter, Map. Now, first of all, let me recall the chapter we learnt last year. Do you remember the chapter Globes and Maps? Yes, of course. I don't think you will forget so soon, isn't it? Okay, now let's recall our last year's some questions. What is map? What is globe? So, map is the graphical representation of Earth, and globe is the spherical representation of the Earth. Atlas book containing lot of maps is known as atlas, right? All these things we had learned last year, isn't it? Now, moving on towards our chapter, paragraph 1. When you travel by road from one place to another, you come across a milestone which you read. Arrange the various places from your village according to the distance of the table. Also draw a map of the route if you can. Now children, here let me explain you what is a milestone. You know, when you go with your father for your outdoor, you always find a milestone on the way. Return 15 kilometers to reach to Ahmedabad or 20 kilometers to reach to Delhi, isn't it? Now, let me tell you about a milestone. What is milestone? It is a painted stone kept on the route which shows how many kilometers still more to move. Isn't it? So now we are going to have one more example. Children, when you go by way or on the by road, you might have seen your father just opening an app of GPS to know how long he have to reach and which route he need to go, isn't it? So that is known as GPS, which is made easier for us to find a place. Okay, so now moving on forward, you have prepared a distance table and have come to know the distance of other villages and towns from your village. There are many maps in your school. Study them and list down the information that you can gather. Now, there is again a definition of map in a different way what you learned last year. A map can be defined as two-dimensional representation of the whole or part of the earth drawn to scale on a flat surface. We come to know the exact features of particular region through maps, the components of maps. Now children, you all know what are the components of map. The main components of maps are direction, scale, and conventional signs. Types of map. First, that is physical, or we call it relief map, which shows the various landforms of the region such as mountain, river, desert, lakes. The second one, that is political map, which shows continent, countries and states along with their borders and major cities. Thematic map, which gives us details of certain themes or topic such as rainfall, vegetation, industries or minerals found in various. Now, moving on forward, I am surgeon, a student. I am going to my uncle's house alone. I'm sure I will reach here because I have a map to help me. Do you know how vast Earth is? Even though the earth is huge, any part of it can be drawn on a paper by minimizing it using a scale. Suppose there is 1 kilometer distance between your village and your school. How can we draw and show such a great distance on the map? We scale down the distance. If we take the scale of 1 kilometer is equal to 100 meters, we will be able to show the exact distance between any two places. Now, children, as I explained you, and the map of the village given, which there is a river, field, well, post office, temples, etc., there are small icons given in the map, right? So these type of icons are given in the map every time to understand that particular part. You have observed the scale of a map. By using a scale, you can show the distance between your school and a huge water tank. You are able to show your similarly, you show the distance between your village or town and district headquarters or taluka headquarters. For this, you use a string, scale, or paper. You might have seen these signs somewhere drawn below other signs from your surroundings. Means small pictures of the symbol along with the written description which represents various places such as mountain, river, road, railway, etc. Now, to show these features in map, you must use some specific colors, shades, sketches, conventional signs and lines. These conventional signs give us a lot of information with the limits of map. With them, we not only draw the map very easy, but understand it also. You might have heard that foreigners are able to travel in all the countries using a map, even though they do not know our language and local directions. Thus, we can say the language of map is common across countries. These signs or symbols, which are well known and understood by everyone, are known as conventional signs. See, children, I already explained you what is direction, what is scale, and what is colors used in a map. See, children, when you see the map, when it is colorful, you would love to see it and understand it properly, isn't it? So now, colors is used in a map to give the map a good look and also provide definite information. Different colors are used to indicate specific features. For example, black indicates man-made features like buildings, roads, railway lines, etc. Blue indicates water bodies like sea, oceans, lakes, reservoirs, wells, canals, etc. Green indicates mountains and hills. Yellow indicates plains. So, here we have nearly completed our chapter map, which is very easy to understand when we use the scale, conventional signs, and the directions. Yes, I think we enjoyed the chapter today. Okay, thank you. You all know that there are so many sites which may be natural